So for this short video activity, we're going to be looking at how all of us can feel more a part of the community that we are a part of and understand our role and the role that we play in this community. What we're going to be looking at could be used as a group exercise for you to just have a go at with your team members, with your friends, family, as a brainstorming session, really. Or it could be used as a reflective exercise. Because many a times, I think, especially in the post-COVID times, because we all are working and living in isolation, we can more than often sort of get into a bit of a shell, have these walls built in front of us that can sometimes make us feel very overwhelmed, very anxious. So sometimes it's nice to step out of those walls, go to the other side and look at the bigger picture and look at the bigger role that we all play in this community that we are all a part of. So this next exercise could be used both ways, as a group exercise or as a reflective exercise. And Sarah, once again, has volunteered to participate in this little activities. Hopefully that can give you a better picture as to what we are sort of trying to do with this short exercise. So I'm going to ask Sarah a couple of questions, and then we're going to try and see what comes out of those questions and how we can use it. So Sarah, my first question to you is, what are your strengths that can help improve or that can help people within the community that you are a part of?
I think probably one of my strengths is that I'm quite a sensitive person. So, I tend to maybe notice some things that maybe other people wouldn't. And I care a lot, about other people. I have a lot of empathy. And so I do spend a lot of time trying to understand other people, and I'm very interested in psychology. So I think probably all that kind of sensitivity and empathy and understanding could perhaps be quite useful in a community setting.
Brilliant. So empathy, caring for others, sort of being more mindful about people's expressions, body language, which is, a very positive sign, because that's what we really need. Sometimes we need people to tell us that probably something is off. So that's brilliant to know. My next question to you is, what is the one word that comes to your mind when we think about community?
I think the main word that's coming into my mind is connection. I think if you feel like connected to other people or to nature or a group, you just get this feeling that you belong there, like you're part of something bigger than just yourself. So I think that's probably the key word that comes to my mind, connected.
Okay. And I think connected is such a strong word, and it can mean so much to so many people. Especially, I feel like, when we talk about Leeds as a community, I feel like, for me, being somebody who's not really born and raised here, but who calls Leeds my home now, I feel like the connection is sort of helps you get over the preconceived notions about different cultures, about different ethnicities, and actually just connects you to the person, because that's really the most important part of being in a community. It's that people connection, rather than I need to be with my set of people and you need to be with your set of people. It's sort of that connection helps us break those barriers and break those preconceived sort of layers that we are told to have. Mm-hmm. I feel especially for Leeds, I'm very proud to say that I think, I'm sure you agree with me, that it's that connection of people that's actually so engaging and just so refreshing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think through some of the workshops we've done, we've seen, just as soon as you get that little bit of playful spirit from people, like it just passes anything, it doesn't matter your background, your age, none of these things. Everyone has an intrinsic sense of creativity, I think, within them. And it's just a case of getting that out in a way that's useful and benefits them.
Absolutely. Absolutely spot on. And my next question to you is, what is the gift that you would like to give today to people in your community?
Oh, a gift I would like to give today. I feel like at this particular point in time, I think a few people in my sort of communities are sort of feeling the busyness start to kind of pick up again. So I think the gift I would like to give is a little bit of space, maybe in a nice little hammock, you know, in a nice, beautiful garden surrounded by flowers, where people can just go and just have like a quiet moment if they need it, with the busyness and some of the stuff picking back up again. That would be my gift.
Oh, nice. Stepping outdoors.
As long as it's a nice day, of course. That's a disclaimer on the gift.
Open only after checking.
Yes.
Brilliant. So I guess my last question to you, well, it's not that much of a question as a sort of a suggestion, but do you think that you would be able to create a movement around that gift, or even if it's not that gift, around the strength that you spoke about, or just something based on our discussion? Do you think you would be able to create a movement? And this is something that, as participants, if you're doing this with a group or a group of friends or family, I'm sure you can take them up on that challenge as well, to create a movement and just see everybody spark off their creativity in fun ways. So, but yeah, back to Sarah. Do we have a movement that you could show?
Oh, yeah. I suppose both my strength and my gift are both kind of linked to giving people that mindfulness and that space to be kind of heard and understood, I guess. So I do quite like the hammock image. I wonder if I could just do something, you know, kind of gentle as well, you know, kind of like a, you know, like a hammock will kind of like move, maybe something like this, like
nice,
kind of slow, soothing movement, perhaps. She says to the classical Indian dancer.
Well, that is very classical, I must say. Our teachers will not approve of that, but I'm telling you that. That's a really nice movement. And I think it's absolutely amazing to just see, right? To just sort of be out of the box and think of a movement that can talk about the way you feel, your passion, or your whatever you're contributing to community. I think that's just a very powerful way of sort of stepping out and thinking different. So yeah, so that's the short activity that we've thought that we will share with you. Sarah, do you want to sort of add in some final words?
Yeah, just to say that, you know, again, we hope this exercise, you could use it if you wanted to. It could be like a morning practice again, you know, if you want to just have a little think today, what little gift do I want to give people today? It can be quite a nice little practice, you know, if that's just smiling at the people you come across, or maybe having some fun little playful moments. Yeah, it can be quite a nice little repeat practice if you so choose. And it's just, again, it's helping people frame, I think, the value of what we're all trying to achieve in life, really, and whether that community is your work community or your family or a group that you're involved in or neighbours. You know, we all have our different communities, so when we say that word, it doesn't just mean, you know, the city you live in. Like, there are so many different types of community, and it's just focusing on who are the key people in your community and how can we strengthen that. So hopefully this exercise has helped a bit with that, and yeah, hope you have a lovely time exploring it. And if you have, again, any follow-up questions, please do just get in touch via the website www.fallintoplace.co.uk, and we'd love to hear from you.